Hey, we're live, I guess.
Yes, we are. Hey, AZ is first right there, right on the ball.
Oh, AZ already? Wow, I haven't even pulled up the chat yet. Hang on, there. Mine, AZ. Up, chat. There we are. We're here.
What's up, David?
Oh, yes. And I think I got it pretty much set up.
Hey, got it.
What's
Everything.
up, Laura? So I had to do a second assessment test for Lowe's last night, and then I had to do another test for remote. It's like remote dispatching.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to do a typing test and a bunch of other crap.
Hey, Laura. Good morning.
Morning, Laura.
Good afternoon, I guess. We should be to her. So.
I ended up doing that last night after my live stream was over. Set up for another couple hours doing that stuff.
Oh, my God. Look who's coming in.
Good morning.
TJ.
What's up? He's coming
Watch
his
yourself, TJ.
He's coming his hair.
TJ is so happy to be here, Laura.
That's funny.
And Justin just loves it when you get going there, TJ.
I know he does too.
He won't tell you that, but he loves it.
Heck. What the heck? Come on.
Yeah, as you can see,
Yeah, a little foggy this morning.
no, that's rain, buddy.
Oh wow.
It's raining really hard. It's been raining like that ever since 11 o'clock last night.
Holy shit.
And it's supposed to continue to rain like that all day until 8 o'clock tonight.
Oh my God. Did you go out and get your peanuts yesterday?
Now I got in my pants. Oh, peanuts. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I got two great big bags of peanuts for $120.
Oh, that's
Hey.
not too bad.
They took it off and sent it out to have it pressed, you know.
Yeah.
David, read that message I just sent to you in the private chat.
Laura's going back to bed. She had a rubbish night.
Oh, she did?
I guess, yeah. I think she said
Doesn't rubbish mean trash?
yeah, or like not a good night or whatever, or I
You
don't
should be
know.
playing in dumpsters, Laura.
Funny. I watched English shows, eh? And, you know, the funny thing we talk about, you know, somebody falls on the ground. Over there, they say they fall on the floor. And I'm just going, the guy's outside. How can he fall on the floor?
Oh yeah.
But over there, they call it the floor.
Yeah, if I fell on the floor. What do you mean you fell on the floor? I mean you fell on the ground?
Yeah.
I fall down.
I fell down and go boom.
Yeah.
Fall down and go boom.
Or says she's not going back there. You got too much to do.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Who's going to watch David if you go back to bed?
Laura, just get you
Okay.
some Tim Hortons coffee. It might be all right.
You've got so
Yeah.
much to do. She's probably sitting there with a coloring book and crayons.
Is that what the big brother says? You just play around all day. Go from one craft to another.
Yeah, give it a little running out the door to get Tim Hortons. So
From the way the camera looks on the TV, the rain kind of looks like snow a little bit.
say that white word.
That white word.
4-letter word.
Yeah, hugging the pavement. I guess that makes sense too.
Hugging the asphalt.
Hug the pavement when you fall
Kiss,
over.
kissing the ground.
Yeah, kissing the ground. Yeah, face plant.
That's
Face-
it.
Oh yeah, she really ran it over there, didn't she, Paul?
Oh, it's bad. It is bad for sure.
Wait, she's what below deck? What is that?
It's a crappy reality show.
Yeah.
And she acts like that's what's important. She's like, "Oh, I'm actually watching a reality show, so I'm heaps busy,
Heaps busy.
heaps busy."
I was absolutely amazed. I bought a case of dog food yesterday morning, delivered it last night, or 10 o'clock last night.
A case of dog food.
Yeah, delivered less than but 12 hours.
Well, that's what you got to look forward to, Anthony. You know, it's like you got to watch your pennies however you can,
Yeah, true.
especially now that he's got a woman in his life. Which when does she come back, Paul?
Friday.
Friday.
Did you order the dog food off of Amazon or?
Yeah, dog food right off Amazon, Pedigree wet food. All day.
Did you get a better price than before?
Yeah, well, I didn't have to pay shipping. Okay, they were talking $41 to ship that, but yet you go to a different section, and it was right through Amazon, so I got Prime, so it comes through there free of charge.
No, that's cool.
That's 24 cans,
12 cans.
12 cans, and you paid how much?
$48.
It's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah. But that's what I pay at the grocery store anyway. This way here, I don't even have to go.
Yeah, I have to go out and get it. That's right.
Dog's got to eat too.
I take half a can and divide it up in between the two dogs. Half a can, 2 dogs. So 12 cans will do me 24 days.
Do you ever like mix wet food and dry food together?
No, they have their dry food all the time. And at nighttime, after I'm done eating, they get some wet food.
Oh, gotcha.
But they have to wait till I'm done eating first.
Hey, TJ, are you still looking for a drone? Are you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to save my pennies. Like, I want to get the Avata, but what do we got here? 400 for the Mini 2?
Yep,
Or
Mini 2
3?
with
Mini
the
3?
smart controller.
$400.
The last one they have.
Where the hell are they coming out of?
Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin.
Oh, so it's a private seller.
Ah,
So it's got to be used then, right?
Well, I don't know.
The condition new, so.
Condition new. If you go and you read something, it says new, a brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged item in the original packaging. Ba 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 ba.
Baba Black Sheep.
Yep.
So it's all into the original
Yep.
thing.
Certified refurbished, but it's
No, that's just conditions, but it says new, you read up the top.
yep.
David says not a good seller. It's spam. No, it's crap, Laura. It's definitely crap.
I
Hey,
guess
what's up, Trevor?
Hey, Trevor.
what's up, Trevor, David? I guess he just went and looked at it and read the
Review.
You gotta be really careful on eBay.
read
and other
the
sites.
The
Yes.
read in between the lines.
And like David has said, a good point, he has 0 items sold, so you gotta be really careful. I mean, you always have a chance that it could just be a new seller that's just
Well,
starting their business up,
and
but,
if you pay for it, like through PayPal or whatever, they guarantee it.
but there's always a chance that it could be a scammer.
And there's
there-
enough out there nowadays.
Cause there's a lot of sellers on eBay. If you go on, some of them have been on there for working almost 10, 15 years. Like my stepdad's had an eBay account, same eBay account he's been selling on for shit, probably 15 plus years. Whenever eBay first came out, he started selling on it. Probably longer than that. Oh shit, where's my thing?
Yeah, I don't shop on eBay anyway, so I just do Amazon.
I shop eBay every great once in a while, but you just gotta pay attention to the seller history and stuff on it.
Yeah.
The only two companies that really protect you pretty much all the way from third-party sellers is Amazon and Walmart. You call and complain to Amazon about any seller, and you trust me, you'll get your money back.
Too bad it's rain though, Paul. There's a different ship coming up today.
Especially
Yeah.
if you call the number and talk to them.
The Basin or something? Basin?
Oh, so did David buy something off of eBay or paid it through PayPal and an empty box came to him or something?
If they send you an empty box, PayPal don't give you anything, says you got the item. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's the thing too is, they can do that as well.
Man, that's crazy. Get an empty
Well,
box delivered to you, like
And
what
see,
the
this is
hell?
how they screw you on Facebook ads, right? And I've told people this multiple times. So on Facebook ads, what they'll do is say they have an item listed for $40, right?
Right.
You purchase it and then they don't end up sending you actually anything, or they send you something that's worth like 10 cents, right? Like a little fucking 25-cent ring that you could get out of a quarter machine, right?
Yeah.
And then you call up PayPal and you're like, hey, I didn't receive the right item. So then PayPal contacts the seller and says, well, they want their money back. And the seller says, well, we want the item back before we do the refund. And PayPal agrees with that, right? 'Cause that's, to them, that's only fair.
Oh,
So
that's
then what they do is they go back to the seller gets to decide how much the shipping is. And then all of a sudden the seller, some jank ass Chinese company from overseas, will say, well, this is the shipping we want to use and it costs $150 to ship the ring back. Now, are you going to spend $150 shipping back a ring that you paid $40 for?
Fuck no.
Exactly. So then what does PayPal do? PayPal says, well, you didn't ship the item back, so we're not going to give you your $40 back.
That's stupid. That's so ridiculous.
There are loopholes and ways around PayPal. They're not always that great at protecting you. These spammers figure out those loopholes.
Yeah, David said PayPal told me to contact your local police department to open a case.
Yeah, because they want a police report to prove that it's a actual problem.
They send me half of the item and other half
Yeah, that was with the shoes that he got. I remember that.
So you got one shoe and didn't get the other, or what?
He ordered 2 pairs of shoes. One pair came in, the other one didn't.
Oh,
And they didn't want to refund him the money unless he did a police report and a bunch of other shit. And David, he didn't want to do all that.
That's crazy.
But that's what they'll do. They make you jump through a bunch of loopholes, hoping that you don't want to do it. Most people will give up because it's just not worth the time. And then guess what? They get to keep the money.
Damn, that's so
The
stupid.
thing about it, they keep doing that over and over and over again. They have no overhead. They're just making straight profit off of all scamming people. They spend $2 shipping you a 25-cent ring from China. I did a whole video on it a couple years back, like 2, 3 years ago. About
I've
Facebook
been pretty
scams and-
lucky. Anything I bought on eBay, it's exactly as it was presented.
David bought a pair of Yeezys. Yeet. No, but I did a whole video on it like 2, 3 years ago about Facebook scams and how they get you. And how
Hey,
to avoid 'em.
Yay. What's up, JD?
Hey, Jody and JD. All
Jody
right,
and JD are here, yep.
What are Yeezys? What are they?
They're a type of shoe and they make some weird ass shoes, but they're expensive. I think
Oh.
it's what a basketball player, right, JD? I think it's a basketball player. It's a brand of shoes. But they make some weird ass looking shoes. I've seen some weird. See, let's see if we can look up some images of them. So yeah, here's the Yeezys right here. I think they're fucking ugly myself.
Oh
but
yeah. Okay, I know.
You
What you're talking
see?
about. Yeah,
Fucking ugly,
yeah. I
dude.
was. Yeah.
$180. Are you shitting me? $525.
Yeah, for a pair of Crocs.
That's
all that is.
Pretty crazy.
That's the ultimate crock right there.
That's all that is it's a different shaped Croc is all that is.
That's
It's
crazy.
like fucking, that's like $10 worth of rubber. And some jackass is gonna pay $500 because some dipshit put his name on it.
Oh
fucking
yeah, I think
stupid.
Kanye did make those actually.
Like I can totally justify a $70, $80 pair of shoes, right? Because normally they're very well built, they're nice looking, and they'll last you. But going any bit past that, and I think you're just blowing your fucking money. You're literally just buying a name. You're not buying a good product at that price. Because this $500 pair of Yeezys isn't any better than a pair of Crocs. And I guarantee they won't last any longer than a pair of Crocs would.
Yeah, it's just rubber material is all it is.
Right, and they probably spent $10 making it. At most.
Yeah.
At most, and I'm being generous. They probably made those in a Chinese factory for like $2, $3 a pop. Oh yeah, Kanye West, that's right. I couldn't remember if it was a basketball player. Yeah, it was Kanye. I hate fucking Yeezys. I think they're ugly as shit.
Yeah, they are pretty gnarly looking.
This is what David ordered. David, you should have just 3D printed your own. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Those are not good looking. That's just my opinion.
They look like fins for swimming.
I'd almost bet David probably bought them because they were made out of a resin.
That's funny.
I mean, they're probably comfortable shoes for that price, but I mean, would you wear those, TJ? I think they're ugly as shit.
Yeah, I don't think I would wear them.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of those. But like I said, there's tons of people out there who are stupid enough to buy a $500 pair of fucking Crocs.
Hurry up.
Because I bet you if you did enough research, bro, you could go over and find the manufacturer that makes those Yeezys over in China or wherever they're made at. And I bet you could buy them directly from the manufacturer for probably pennies.
Yeah. Nothing but the best for AZ.
I mean, you just can't convince me that a $500 pair of shoes is any better than a pair of Nike, an $80 pair of Nikes.
Yeah.
Or they're going to last any longer or be any better than a good, like I said, like a good $70, $80 pair of Nikes.
Yeah, I need a new pair of sandals myself, actually.
Like I got a pair of Nike Airs, dude, that I paid maybe 70 some dollars for 2 years ago, and they still look brand new. They're still in really good shape.
I had a pair of Tevas one time, and I was wearing them, and then we were down in I think it was like Fort Lauderdale somewhere, like celebrating my aunt's 75th birthday or whatever. And I was walking around. Next thing I knew, the damn front strap broke off. I was like, oh fuck, what the hell is this? And so I just threw them away. And Teva's a pretty good sandal too. I don't know why. I guess like just from wear and tear, I guess. I don't know.
How much did you pay for them?
I think my mom got them for me.
Because some sandals actually have lifetime warranties on them, like Rainbows.
Yeah.
The brand Rainbows, the ones that Sarah likes to buy. They've been around
What-
for years, but
what-
they're like,
What are they
50s.
called? Rainbow?
yeah, they make guys and girls sandals. They've been around for years.
Oh.
They're just a really well built flip flop, pretty much is what they are. They're about 50, 60 bucks a pair. Like-
They're made by Rainbow Connection, you know?
No, they have nothing to do with the LGBT community. They've been around for years.
Real,
just
real men don't wear rainbows.
But they have a lifetime warranty on them. So if you're walking and the strap breaks, they'll replace them for free. But they're all made
Yeah,
out of like,
I'm not a fan of the flip flop though. I don't like things in between my toes.
oh, I don't wear flip flops either. I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of flip flops either. But like I said, if you spend $50, $60 on them, but in that sense, though, you do get a lifetime warranty on them if they break, which is a good thing. Like Sarah has had a couple pairs over the years, and she's one of them she couldn't have replaced because the dog chewed it, so that wasn't covered. But if you're just walking and the strap happens to break or something, they'll just send you a new pair.
Sitting here looking at them right now, it is a flip flop pretty much, and it goes in between your toes.
I think they make slides too, though. But they're pretty good, high quality though. A lot of them are made out of leather and different, really good materials. Like I said, I can justify any kind of pair of shoes that are 50 to like even maybe around $100, but anything past that, I think you're just wasting your money, to be honest.
I don't think they make slides. I think it's just like the flip flop.
Yeah, AZ, I agree. You know, things have changed in my lifetime. Casual wear now is really casual. I mean, it's like my parents would have never let me go out of the house dressed like that, you know?
So why would you wear flip flops at a construction site? JD, do you know the acronym for Adidas?
Yeah, Adidas.
All day I dream about sex. Or anything that starts with S for that matter. Sports, sandals, shoes. That's weird. What? Like, why would you even wear sandals at a construction site? Like, there's
These are rainbow flip flops.
yeah. I was looking at those.
These are all the women's ones, but Sarah's got a pair that kind of looks like those ones there.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
2 more signs just came up.
Holy cow.
6 I gotta do, so yeah, I'm gonna leave here shortly, in a few minutes.
But like these ones are super popular style with the girls.
Is it raining there, Paul?
Not right now, it ain't.
Oh man, you better get them done. Did you check the weather?
Yeah, it's gonna be on and off all day, so not much you can do about it. I just won't do it in a thunderstorm because, I'm putting a steel stake in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, JD, Adidas slides used to be popular for a long time. Nike slides aren't bad if you're somebody that likes to wear those type of sandals. I don't like wearing sandals at all, to be honest with you. I don't like slides or flip flops. I'd rather just have tennis shoes on. Even if I go to the beach, I just wear my tennis shoes. I'll take them off at the beach.
Yeah, I better get going, Paul.
Oh, the kiddies are looking at you.
Yeah,
Over your shoulder.
Like we're hungry.
no, they don't get fed this time of day.
They know something's up. Dad's going somewhere.
Yeah,
And he's got to go
Take us
down.
with you. Take us with
He's
you.
got to go down those stairs right past them, and they're just watching.
Hey, you have to go outside? You have to go outside? Yeah, see, that's what they want to do. They want to go outside, but
Like, huh?
the door's open. But they're just waiting for me to go down.
Yep. They know they sense it, Paul. You're going to somewhere.
Oh yeah, they do it all the time, especially when I'm starting to pack up or to go to the trailer. They seem to know. Oh, whoops. Look at them. It said trailer. Look at this.
Yep.
They're looking at me. Yeah, here comes Gracie. She knows what that word is.
Yeah.
What trailer? What?
Yeah.
And Vader's back behind your shoulder going, not without me or not.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, well, I better go, Paul. I got
Okay, Paul. We'll see you later tonight.
Yeah, I should be around tonight.
Okay.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
I don't have to go to London until about. Well, I'll probably have to leave around 6:30 or so, maybe. Depends. Diana's going to text me when she knows exactly what time she'll be in London.
Okay. All right.
So, anyways, we'll see you
Okay,
guys.
Paul, we'll see
Don't
you.
work too hard.
Yeah, his famous goodbye. It took 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be a slow day today, I think.
Oh, looks like it's clearing up a little bit out there. From what I'm seeing on your TV screen.
Well,
It's
Yeah,
always
look-
hard to tell on his TV though, because it always blows. The way his camera looks at the TV, the sky's always blown out, so it's hard to see.
Yeah.
To me, it always looks foggy. But that's just the way the camera's looking at the TV.
Yeah, it's not raining as hard right now. Sprinkling. But it's on and off.
Oh, Killer Mike Adidas, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
I was
Corn back in
telling
the day.
him. Yeah, I was telling him. Corn did the did that Adidas song too.
I was big into Corn back in the day in high school.
Yeah. I mean, they're still pretty good today because I hear some of their songs on the radio sometimes.
Yeah, this is back when CDs were still a thing.
Yeah.
I had quite a few Corn CDs.
Yeah. I just had the one album. I forgot which one it was. The girl where it had the girl playing hopscotch on the thing there. I forgot what album that was.
Heck. Yeah, Corn, Green Day, System of the Down.
Yeah.
See, we still use CDs all the way up till I was in high school, and then, like, I want to say MP3 players started coming out right around that time.
Yeah, I had
Right,
a couple of those.
I want to say right around when I was graduating, that's when they started getting popular. But they weren't quite a big thing. People were still using a lot of CDs.
I still I have an MP3 player now, but I think water got in it. Now it doesn't work anymore.
Well, it's like really these days, MP3 players, iPods, any of that shit's kind of useless.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, you can literally put anything that you could put on that, you can just have on your phone. There's no reason to have that anymore. That was the
Yeah,
only reason iPods stopped making. That's the only reason Apple stopped making iPods.
Yeah. Cause I just have iHeartRadio on my phone. I just Google like any artist I want and then it just plays.
I used to love when I'd see people coming to Walmart, like, cause I was still working in the electronics department, kind of the last generation of iPods that we had. And I used to laugh when people would come in to buy their kid a brand new iPhone. They'd buy him an iPod too. I'm like, why? Literally everything that iPod can hold, you could literally put it on the fucking phone. Why are
Yeah.
you wasting money buying an iPod? That makes no sense.
Yeah. They can
And they
just
come-
download they can just download iHeartRadio or what's the other music one?
Well, I'm saying any Apple music you had, you didn't need to store it on an iPod. You could just store it on the phone you just bought.
Oh yeah, like Apple like iTunes music and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was such a people would come in and spend $200-300 on an iPod Touch. And I'm like, what the hell for? You wait, and then they turn around and buy their kid a $700 iPhone. And it didn't make sense to me why they would do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I used to try to talk people out of buying iPods.
Uh,
Because they'd come in to buy an iPhone and then they would tell you, then they would start asking about the iPods, and that's what I would tell them. I'm like, you don't really need an iPod.
Man, that's crazy too. Like actually some people still have record players today in their houses or like because we were at a hotel one day or one time and there was a record player and there was some records like in a little like on the side of a shelf. They were in a holder. Well, no, they were more like you open the thing and there was records like inside the holder. I was like, what?
Well, I was in the era of tapes too. I had a bunch of back in the 90s, I used to bounce back and forth between a CD player and a tape player. I had a Walkman and I had a Discman.
Yeah, I had one of them too.
The only reason I didn't like the Discman was because some of the first models of that didn't have the anti-skip shit, and
Oh yeah.
unless you were standing still, you couldn't do anything with it because it would just skip every 2 seconds.
Yeah, all you could do just sit down and just listen to it with your head down or whatever.
I miss those days of the Discmans back in the day though, because they used to come out with like all these cool designed ones, like they'd have like clear blue lids, and
Oh yeah.
there was always these cool little designs coming out, and then they started getting a little bit more creative with the headphones.
Yeah, you have the big huge ones or like the beat ones by Dr. Dre.
No, that was way later. I'm talking about in like the 90s, late 90s.
Oh yeah, but they were
So
still
late
big
90s.
though.
Well, no, they had small headphones back then, but they were all wired.
Yeah.
They weren't the best either because they fucking hurt your ear.
Yeah. I like the ones that they had that like that go like around your ears and then the band is like on the back part of your head.
Oh yeah, I had a pair of those where it was a band and they would slide around your ear like that.
Yeah,
Kind of lock around your ear.
right.
Yeah. I don't know how many Discmans I had back in the day when I was in high school.
I think I had just like one or two.
You can still go to Walmart and buy them. They're actually not that expensive neither. You can find them brand new ones for like 20 bucks.
But why would you even do that if you don't have any
Well,
CDs?
some people still have CD collections.
Yeah.
Some people actually still go out and buy CDs, but because if you look at when artists release records nowadays, they still sell hard copies. Like it's not like it was back in the 90s and early 2000s. Like even big name artists, like take Eminem for example. Like when he went back in the late 90s, early 2000s, when he would release a record, dude, he'd sell 1 million copies in the
Yeah.
first week. But
Yeah.
even him, if he dropped a record tomorrow, he'd probably only sell maybe 300 or 400,000 in the first week. Because
Wow.
just
Yeah.
not a lot of people buy them anymore, but there are still people out there that do buy them. I know JD was one of those ones, man. I never bought CDs from fucking Walmart.
I always went to Best Buy or something and got a CD.
Well, Walmart didn't sell explicit. They would bleep everything in the records. So
Yeah.
if you buy your CD from Walmart and it was like a NWA CD or anything with cussing in it, they would bleep everything. They didn't see when you would go to like Best Buy, they would sell an explicit and a non-explicit copy. So you could make the choice of which one you wanted to buy.
Yeah,
But Walmart,
because like I remember like on the Eminem song "My Name Is," where he's like, I just drank a fifth of vodka," and on the edited version, "I just drank a fifth of Kool-Aid." Dare me to
yeah,
try.
I remember that.
That was pretty funny.
But see, that was when Walmart was going through that whole we're a family-friendly establishment, and so they
Yeah.
wouldn't sell anything that was. But yeah, you could go in there and buy a
What's up,
movie.
John? Cousin John, sup?
What's up, John? But yeah, you could go in there and buy a movie showing some chick getting raped in a movie, and that was fine.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they took this big stand on music, and they wouldn't allow any kind of explicit music. And so I never bought my CDs there. I used to go to what was the place in the mall? Something Five. Shit, what was it? High Five, I think it was. High
Oh,
Five.
Hi-Fi Buys.
I think that was the name of it. Yeah. That's where I used to go buy my CDs.
JD. A stealing phase.
Yeah, when he stole them and found out they were edited.
Yeah.
Justin, I'm looking into buying a Mavic 3 Pro if anyone wants to sell, keep in mind. I'll keep my eye out. I don't know how many unless they come out with another Mavic anytime soon. I don't know if there'll be a lot of people selling them, but I'll
Wait.
keep an eye out on eBay and different places for you.
He's looking to buy one that somebody that's selling one.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm like I want to get a new drone, but like I want to get I don't know.
Yeah, FYE, that was it.
I was conversating with Ken Gottlieb the other day over Messenger, and like I told him I wanted to get the Avata. He was like telling me to get the Mini 3 or like the or another one. But I was like, man, I really want that Avata though.
Well, that's two complete different drones, so
Yeah.
I mean it's not like yes, it's an FPV drone, it's not a true FPV drone, but it will definitely give you higher speeds if that's what you're aiming for in videos.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean,
two
why would
completely
I-
different drones, so you can't say what drone do I want to buy and two people are telling you two different style of drones. Like
I
if
mean,
you
like, I
want
already
an
have a camera drone already, but why would I want to get another camera drone?
right, so if you want a DJI FPV drone, then you either get the POS or the Avata. That's your only two choices.
Yeah.
But for somebody to sit there and recommend a camera drone and you're wanting an Avata, then that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Paul, is it ever hot to fly? What temp is it? You guys have been pretty cool up there in the 60s, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember FYE. Sarah was talking about FYE.
Yeah.
You know, it varies. The temperatures vary. I'm just looking it up now.
That was the store I was thinking of.
Depends upon the model, but operating temperature in general for DJI is -5 Celsius plus 60 Celsius.
The rumors are there's supposed to be a Mavic 3 Ultra. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
How many variations of that fucking drone can they have? Because I think what they have 4 right now, right? They have the Mavic 3 Classic. They have the Pro, the Cine, and don't they have then they have an Enterprise version, right? I think there's 4 different versions of that drone already.
Yeah, that'd be nice, Sarah, for it to be like in the 60s. It's just-
Yesterday was not as, I don't know, yesterday they said we were supposed to break record heats, but it didn't feel as hot yesterday as it did the day
It was
before.
kind of warm yesterday because when I left work, I was like, holy shit, it's fucking hot out here.
Yeah, but the day before yesterday was brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see what the temperature is right now.
There you go. DJI drones should not be flown in temperatures 0 Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to go over 104 degrees
Yep.
Fahrenheit, which a lot of people in a lot of areas have been well over that temperature.
Yeah, especially right now. Temperature range 32 to 104. Air
Oh,
has
right.
operated temperatures of 32 to 104.
Oh, we might have some storms coming in today.
But I've flown it in colder temperatures because, sometimes I get my winter flights in. But I'm only flying for just a few minutes at a time, and you always keep your battery warm,
So right now it's already 87, feels like 93 with 76% humidity.
Yeah, but it's gonna,
It's
that's
gonna get
well,
hotter.
Yeah, right now I'm sitting here looking at WeatherBug. It says 89, feels like 108 right now.
Yeah, you guys are hotter down there than where I'm at.
Well, what's the difference between here and Orlando?
Well, that's about a
It's still-
3. You're about 3 hours from me, TJ. That's pretty
Yeah,
far.
but still, like we're still in Florida, but
Yeah,
what?
but you're farther south than me though.
Oh,
So it can be a completely, dude, more. And that's the thing is like, if you go northern Florida, like up where, St. Augustine and all that is, where the Teeny Martini bar is,
right.
during the wintertime, they're always like 10 to 15 degrees colder than me.
Oh, huh.
So you got to remember, Florida's a long ass state going
Yeah.
up and down.
I mean, I thought like maybe, just like I thought, since it's like we're in this state, like it wouldn't matter like what city you live in, it would be like the same because it's Florida.
Like if you took Florida though, you got to remember, if you took Florida and put it up next to the East Coast, it'd probably span 3 or 4 states.
Yeah, Sarah, it's 63 degrees here right now.
Yeah, so you got the Mavic 3, Mavic 3 Cine, Mavic 3 Classic, and the Pro, Mavic 3 Enterprise. Jesus Christ, there's a lot. Damn, there was more variations than I thought, Trevor. Jesus.
Damn, it's a lot. Mavic 3 Ultra coming very soon. Are these just like leaks and shit that like keep coming out?
They're not leaks. DJI is purposely putting the information out there to build hype.
Oh,
You can call them leaks, but they're intentional.
oh.
Why do you think all of a sudden when they announced the Action 4, all of a sudden GoPro's next camera coming out got leaked? That wasn't a leak. They did that shit on purpose
Oh yeah.
to try to throw off DJI's hype about the Action 4, because the new GoPro coming out has way better specs than the 4 does, the Action 4 does. So they purposely released the information that way people wouldn't be so keen to go buy the Action 4. They'd rather wait for the next GoPro to come out and get that.
Sarah said I'm closer to the equator.
Yeah, you are. You're farther down, you're farther south.
Oh,
Actually, the closer you get to the equator, the more balanced the weather is.
oh,
So if you're like happen to be in a Like if you happen to be on an island that's like right on the equator, usually have pretty decent, nice weather year round. You'll be on like the 70s year round.
Oh, huh.
That's the most stable part of the globe as far as weather goes. They don't really go through seasons like we do. They're doing that shit on purpose, Trevor. Those
What?
leaks aren't by accident.
Um,
It's just to get hype built up because they know all these channels are gonna get. Because what's the first thing they do when a leak happens? Every fucking drone channel has to have 15 different episodes or 15 different live shows about it, and they talk about it for 2 months straight. Like now, supposedly there was leaks of the Mini 4. I heard that on what was it? Bill from Coast to Coast said something about it the other day on his show. So yeah. The minute anybody gets a little bit of whiff of their supposable leak, that's all they'll talk about for 2 months until they actually find
days and
out for sure.
days. Oh,
Because there's leaks coming out. There's leaks coming out
Flip Wayne B.
before some of these creators are getting the products. That's all done intentionally. It's a good marketing strategy.
Oh, Ken just posted a maiden flight of the DJI Air 3.
Oh, stop turning that on. I don't want that on. Well, I don't see one either. I don't see you putting anything noteworthy in the chat there, Wayne.
Uh,
I'll call the other Walmart today.
oh yeah, how's that going?
Well, the one I talked to the manager, and he said that he was going to get a hold of HR because when I kind of just did a rough overview of my experience, he seemed kind of excited to get me back there. So
Now remind me, what happened again with you and
what, Walmart?
no that one company that I went to go
Because
talk to.
they let me go because of truck maintenance issues when it wasn't my fault because I was at home for 4 days without a truck and they didn't have a replacement truck for me and they tried to blame it on me. I mean, that's my fucking fault. I was like
Yeah.
that. Dude, you can go back and watch about 30 different live streams of Paul's in the morning where I was stuck at the shop for the whole day trying to get my truck fixed. Because
Oh.
every other day something was fucking breaking on it. Those Patriots are fucking bullshit.
Oh.
Those things are pieces of junk, dude. Jeep Patriots are just money pits.
Oh, so they were Jeep vehicles.
Yeah, we had Jeep Patriots and Jeep Compasses.
Oh.
And the Compasses weren't nearly as bad, but the Patriots, man, they were just horrible, dude. Every one of our Patriots was in the shop every other day. It was ridiculous. They probably spent more on maintenance in the 3 years they had those things, the 3-4 years they had them, than they paid for the fucking car.
Yeah.
Like my entire cooling system got replaced over the course of a 4-month period. They replaced the radiator, they replaced the fans, they replaced the thermostat, both thermostats, the thermostat housing, they replaced the water pump. They had to replace the alternator and the alternator bracket. And the bracket took 3 weeks because it was on back order. And they replaced the battery twice because of the brake lights, because the brake light switch broke twice on the truck. Where I got home in the middle of the day and I didn't know the brake lights were stuck on. I turned the car off, turned the lights off and everything, but the brake lights were still on because the sensor underneath the brake pedal was broken.
Oh shit.
Well, I didn't notice they were on because it was the middle of the day. The sun was
Yeah.
out, you know, so I didn't
Yeah.
know that they were on, and I would go in the house, come out the next morning, fucking battery's dead.
Shit.
So twice they replaced the battery because of that, and they had to replace the foot pedal sensor twice. Like
Wow,
that,
that's-
that's just a small amount of what I just told you that they fixed on that thing.
yeah,
It just,
it seems like pieces of shit already.
and that was all within a 6-month period, just those fixes.
Damn.
And then the truck that I was riding in when I was waiting for that fucking alternator bracket to come in for 3 weeks, I had to take that in the shop twice.
Oh god.
Oh my
Wow.
God, dude, it was such a pain in the ass, dude.
And they think it's your fault when it's not your fault.
Right, I was stuck at the house for 3 days because they didn't have a replacement vehicle for me. And they were trying to blame it on me that I was sitting at home. I was like, I called both of you and you guys both told me you didn't have a vehicle for me. And I don't have a personal car to drive because Sarah has to use that during the day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did you guys want me to do?
Like sit here and just twiddle my thumbs or whatever.
So then they fired me over that.
That's
And
stupid.
then I filled out my unemployment, and then they fought it and then tried to say I did job abandonment because I didn't want to come to work. And I was like, that's bullshit, because I put in the notes for unemployment. I said they refused to give me a replacement truck. I had no way to work. They
Wow.
they provided me with a company vehicle that was not in operation. They didn't have a replacement. And so I reappealed my unemployment. Now I'm sitting there waiting, still waiting. Here almost 2 months later.
And all of the vehicles they've been giving him, TJ, all were not new. They were old.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
oh yeah. So get this. They tell me, they say, all right, we're going to replace your Patriot with a newer Compass. I was like, oh, great. Right. So they call up the home office in Texas. They find a Patriot there, or a Compass there, they have it loaded up on a trailer, and it was delivered with me within 3 days after they said they were going to do that. The guy dropped it off to me. The minute it got off the trailer, he had to jump it because the battery was dead. And then when it turned on, every fucking dash light was on. Every single dash light was on that there was something wrong. Every indicator light.
Wow.
So I took it to the dealership. I said, all right, I'm just going to take it to the dealership because I still had the other truck in my yard. I was like, I'll take it there, drop it off, let them just do a complete once over on it and fix anything that's wrong with it. Well, they call me back 3 days later. They're like, yeah, we need you to come in. We need to discuss this vehicle with you. So I get in there and they tell me, yeah, we noticed that the engine was pushed up into the dash and it's throwing a bunch of stuff off because the engine's not properly lined up underneath. And I'm like, what? What do you mean it's pushed into the dash? And then the lady says, yeah, so we did a Carfax report on the Jeep because all these Jeeps are under warranty with the dealer. So they have all the information on it. Turns out it was in a car accident and it shouldn't have even been on the road.
Oh wow.
It was supposed to be totaled out.
And
they
so
didn't.
his company sent it to him to go ahead and you use it.
But the company somehow, even though it was supposed to be totaled by the insurance, somehow they got the body part of it fixed at the body shop, but never had the motor. They didn't know about all the motor issue, apparently, that the motor was pushed into the dash.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This was a job that
It was the gas company, John. I was
Yeah.
an inspector. I did all their inspections on the gas lines and for the gas meters, and I was licensed to locate lines. I did line markers, the big yellow sticks you see sticking out of the ground that mark the lines. I put those in. I did a bunch of stuff. I also dealt with active corrosion on lines and meters.
Well,
yeah,
to me, I haven't figured out yet every time we talk about this story, why you haven't gone to get an attorney. It doesn't cost you anything to get an attorney. And you can find a specialized attorney that will take the case for wrongful discharge and bring up all of those issues. You could probably be sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah, but it's a right to work state. There's no
Doesn't make any
protection.
difference. There's wrongful discharge. When if you can prove that they scapegoated you out of your job, they're liable. I'm telling you, I'd make some phone calls to some high-end attorneys and explain to them what you have, your situation, and they'll give you a yay or a nay, and you'll find somebody to say, "Oh hell yeah, we'll take that case."
Hey, just hire JD and Shyster.
You're doing all these phone calls. I'd be calling an attorney too. I'd say, "Hey,
Yeah.
what are my options? What's the deal? What's your thoughts?" Because
Yeah, what-
it doesn't cost you anything for the consultation. Consultations are free.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad job, John. It was just they didn't provide good working equipment, mainly the vehicles. And then they supposedly purchased like 700 new Ford Mavericks from Ford, the little hybrid trucks that Ford's selling. And they announced that when I first started with the company a year and a half before. And the entire time I was with the company, I only ever saw one of them. And what really pissed everybody off is they gave it to some new guy down in fucking down in West Palm Beach that had only been with the company like a month. And somehow this one dude ended up with one of the new trucks, and everybody else was still driving the shitty trucks. And oh yeah, everybody was pissed. Dude, there were so many people pissed off about that.
Damn.
To this day, nobody knows how the hell that guy got the truck. But some reason, this one little lonely tech that had been with the company for like a month or two ended up with a brand new truck right off the line from Ford. And I did a lot of extra work for them too. Like I went out of town a bunch. I mean, you guys know that I was out of town quite a bit for almost 4 months straight. I think I was out of town for about 2 months of that, at a 4-month period. Have you talked to him at all, JD? Because apparently he blocked everybody. I don't know. I wasn't friends with him on Facebook or anything, so I don't know. Apparently
Who's Ennis?
that confrontation with Dre on here a few months back, I guess really pissed him off.
Oh,
I didn't have the only thing I had to do with that. I was just telling my story, and then him and Dre like got into this argument over it. But Ennis like took it to heart.
Well, the thing of it is no matter what the reputation for the state of Florida is, I would still find the biggest, baddest, and work your way down the list of attorneys that are out to sue companies for wrongful discharge, and just tell them your story, and they'll say, "Yeah, we're interested." No, we can't help you, and it doesn't cost you a dime. They'll tell you what legal standings you're on. An employment attorney will tell you yay or nay. And if it's a yay, yeah, we'll take it on, and they'll take it on a consignment. In other words, like whatever money they get part of it. That's the way the legal businesses work across the country.
yeah, you got to do what you got to do, I guess, if you want to do something different.
Well, at least you would know once and for all, because you could be sitting here for 6 months ago, and, maybe I should have called. Maybe I should have asked, asked the question. Coulda, woulda, shoulda,
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, yeah.
But that's my only opinion, and it's just my opinion. But having worked in county government and stuff, I know how things work, but that's just in Michigan. But I also know people around the country in Texas and a lot of other places where there's a set of rules, and then there's the employees get certain considerations too. So, because your story has got a lot of implications to wrongdoing. It isn't like you're the Lone Ranger out there.
What is Ennis? What is his first name, like Dave or something?
Dave Ennis, yep.
All right, so I'm reading on this lawyer's website for Florida. He says most employment in Florida is at will employment. That basically means that an employer or an employee can end employment for any reason at all, as long as it is legal. So the only types of wrongful termination and that's considered in Florida would be discrimination, which that covers a wide range of things. Breach of an existing employment contract, which I didn't have a contract with them. Retaliation for doing something perfectly legal. I don't really know what that would fall under. In violation of, or if they were trying to force you in violation of state or federal public policy. So those are the only 4 things that you could sue for wrongful
Yeah,
termination.
but if
in
you
Florida.
read those, they're pretty wide, broad statements. So when you give them the exact information, such
Right,
as,
but it
the
breaks
way-
down each one though.
but the way they're screwing with
Right.
your unemployment, that's not legal.
So watch, let me show you. Come on, get off of there. All right, so it tells you here what the 4 reasons that you can sue for in Florida, but then it breaks down each one individually, so you know exactly what it means. So that right there, that has nothing to do with work vehicles. So it definitely wouldn't be discrimination. Breach of contract, I didn't have a contract with them, so that one definitely wouldn't be. The
How
only-
to sue for wrongful termination? What does that say?
These would be the only 2 because I'm not.
Go down to where it's highlighted. How to sue for, what does that say?
The first step is you being wrongfully terminated and try to discuss the termination with your employer. If there is one, you may be able to resolve the issue by determination without having to see a lawyer. If you have no success, you should talk to an employment lawyer about your situation, why you think you have been wrongfully terminated. The legal options depend on a lot of the reasons for termination, how much evidence you have that can show you were wrongfully terminated, which I don't have any of that because they wiped they literally, any information that I did have, then remember that day they turned my phone off,
Yep.
they wiped it clean too.
Well,
They
but an attorney can subpoena for that information.
Yeah, because they actually remotely wiped the phone that day and turned it off on me. File a complaint with either state or federal agencies. This depends on number of employment.
I'm just saying, I'd talk to somebody about it.
I mean, I'll call and ask, but I'm telling you, I don't see it happening.
Well, yeah, but
because-
you know, you're putting it all into one general thing. First of all, the company is not based out of Florida. Second of all, the company's operating in Florida. They lied to you continually about and they put your personal life at risk by giving you defective merchandise to use. Defective truck. I mean, you're damn lucky, you know, like in different things that truck did, that you didn't have an accident and get killed.
Yeah, there was 2 different times I got stuck in the middle of a major intersection. Remember that
Exactly.
morning I actually had to call the cops, TJ, because my truck locked up in the middle of the intersection. I couldn't put it in neutral.
Oh shit.
And the cops had to come shut the intersection down and wait for a tow truck to get there to
Oh
the truck
wow.
in.
How'd you get it off to the side of the road?
The tow truck had to come get it.
It was
Oh,
just
wow.
there,
They had
you
to
know.
drag it up on the tow truck.
Shit, that's crazy.
So and it's all of these cases added up. it's not like it should be a surprise to the company what the situation is. They can't go, oh, well, we didn't know that. Oh, we didn't know that. We didn't know that.
The only evidence they would have, because I don't know if they backed up anything on those phones. I don't know what their IT department actually did. But I know that they remote wiped my phone that day they turned it off on me. Because what they did was the phone turned off on me and it factory reset itself. And then when it turned back on, nothing was working on it.
Well,
It didn't have service or
what you
anything.
do in the meantime, Justin, is sit down at your desk and you write down details that you remember, like
Yeah.
the names of all the places that you had to take to get it fixed.
Well, I know that's only the dealer in Tire Kingdom, but
Yep.
they have all work history.
And they've got
everything.
all those records. And in fact, the entire kingdom, is they're the ones that told you that truck was in a wreck before you got it?
No, that was the dealership.
Okay, then the dealership, you gotta have all that information.
That would be the only evidence of anything, because like I said, I don't know if they actually keep any other records of the phones or anything.
Well,
They
and the
might-
police department would have a record of when you had to have it towed out of the street. You know, there's little bits and pieces to the story that you can put together.
Because I actually had emails back and forth, and I had text messages back and forth and everything on my work phone, but like I said, they remote wiped it and then they shut the service off on it. So when I gave the phone back to my
Who was
old-
the service provider?
it was through, oh, what the hell was the name of the company? It was Link. It was through Link Services. And then it was the service, the service provider was Verizon, but it was through a third party company. They just bought the phones from Verizon. But Link is the one that does the phones, but they don't work with Link anymore. They cut ties with them right before or right after they fired me.
Boy, it's raining pretty good now.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
look at that.
Oh shit, yeah, it's coming down, ain't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I would just so we know, and you can't revisit it. If you call the attorney and say, hey, this is this, is this, is this, is this, is this, is this, what do you think? And just
Oh man, my arms be hurting.
What, did you go to the gym again?
Yeah, I went yesterday.
How many times you going to the gym? Just once a
I
week?
just
or-
go like maybe like every other day. Or maybe I might go probably not tomorrow, but maybe the next day. Kind of need like some recovery time, I guess.
well, the best way to work out, Justin, isn't it? That if you're going to be on a program, you should do it religiously on a regular basis, not just once in a while.
You just called me Justin.
Well, no, I was asking Justin for his opinion because I know if you think about it in sports or whatever, they just don't go practice when they feel like it. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta like if you like work your muscles out like every single day, then you're gonna end up.
Well,
tearing-
yeah, but if you work your muscles, not to the extreme, but if you work your muscles every day, it there's such a thing as called muscle memory, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's also good to work out in moderation too. If you're
Yeah.
if you're going full bore every day, you're actually wearing your body out, even though like the whole point of the whole point of good exercise is to have a good weight and good stamina. But like if you're going out and you're running 10 miles every day, yeah, you might have good stamina to do that, but you're in reality, you are wearing your body out faster. Versus if you did that once a week, you know.
Yeah, so I probably just do it like every other day.
I mean, let's face it, if you worked out every day and all of a sudden you could just live to 150, every fucking buddy would be doing it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna live any longer working out every day.
My point being is that if you work out on a regular basis, don't push yourself until you're exhausted. Just do the same thing every day, every other day or whatever, and know when to quit. Don't push yourself till you're tired, dragging your ass home tired, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't laugh at him, JD. Like I said, I was telling my story and then Dre and him kind of got into a big argument. Well, Murray was kind of in that argument too, but I don't know. I think he took it a little bit too to heart.
What was the conversation about?
It was like 4 or 5 months ago. It was what, 3 or 4 months ago.
It was in the late spring.
It was like literally the day after I got fired. So what was that, 2 months? No, it was only like 2, 3 months ago. Wasn't that long ago. But anyway, I was telling they were asking me what was going on and I just was telling my story, what happened. But then Dre and Dave started talking about like legal options and stuff, and like they started like Dave was getting really heated about it. And like him and like I don't know. They kind of got into a heated argument almost. I wouldn't say Dre was so much heated. It was more
Dave Dave doesn't like to be challenged at all.
and then kind of Murray was kind of in between, but he was more on Dre's side about the argument. And Dave got really pissed off and left, and then
Oh, the same situation that we were just talking about with your.
Yeah.
right. They were giving their take on what I was talking about, but it was those three that were kind of in the conversation. I was just kind of sitting there listening to them, and
yeah, Dave got pissed at everybody and just left.
Oh.
but yeah, like I said, Dre wasn't really heated, and Dave was the one that got more heated than anybody. But then I think when Paul took Dre's side, it really pissed him off.
Yeah.
In the argument, and he just dropped out of the stream and he hasn't been back since. And apparently
It was
blocked
gone.
everybody.
Yep.
Like I said, I wasn't friends with him on Facebook or anything, so I don't know who he blocked or
I
what.
haven't heard from him in forever, like you say. But that's okay, you know. I mean, it's a free society. You can go where you want to go, do what you want to do, be what you want to be, you know.
Yeah.
There is no one answer to any question. Everybody's got opinions. It's like assholes. We all got them, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like some people are.
Like I said, I didn't mean for him to get all worked up, but Dave like really got into the conversation and put his opinion in there, which was fine with me. But when Dre and Paul weren't agreeing with him, he got really super pissed.
Yeah, well, that's in the past.
I didn't think he was gonna like stay mad like that. I figured he'd be coming back the next day or something. But then apparently a couple people said he blocked him or something.
Yep. AZ says, "Say what you want to say." Yeah, that's it.
That's not him, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Dave. Oh, you still have him on Facebook?
Well, no, I just looked him up, and like he doesn't have like any content or anything.
There's no content. There's no.
Yeah, he was using it mainly for Messenger and stuff.
Well, and besides that, he's medically challenged anyway, so we don't know. I wish him well, but I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Dave at all. I never had a problem with him.
So Justin, are you going on again tonight?
No.
Now you heard it, Anthony.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna try to
said
come
he's-
on like last night when I got home, but I was trying to. She had put some ribs in the slow cooker, and I had turned it down to low or whatever, and then I left. I had an appointment to be at 12:15 yesterday, and then I came back, and then turned it off, and the ribs were like they were kind of burnt, but I tasted them when I got home, and they were still good actually.
I just, I usually during the week, unless Tim's home, I don't go on because Tim's a guaranteed person on the panel with me, because sometimes during the week, I won't get anybody and I don't want to sit there by myself on the panel.
Yeah, I understand. I get that 100%.
So if Tim's available during the week, then I'll take the opportunity to go live because I know he'll jump in with me and stay on the panel with me. On Saturdays, it's really not an issue. I don't have a problem getting people on the panel. We always have a pretty full panel on Saturdays. So. Shit, a couple weeks ago, shit, we had almost what? I think we were almost up to 12 people on the panel. We had 11 at one point.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, because your panels do really well. I was just wondering. You need to find somebody else though that will partner with you on the side. It's like Dominic or somebody or whatever.
I would, even if I wasn't like I would sometimes, Justin. I'd come on with you. Like days that like I was like.
Well, I mean, if somebody called and said, "Yeah, I can go on with you," then I would do it. But
I mean,
Well,
maybe
the
like
sad part of it is your phone doesn't work.
no, but I actually have a Google number, so I do have a virtual phone number.
that's what Messenger is for. Like I just message.
Well, yeah, I got Messenger, but I also have a Google Voice number, so I actually have a home phone on my computer that I can use. That's free.
Dominic doesn't
I don't have to
really
pay
talk
for it.
too much, really. He just kind of like sits there and listens and takes everything in, kind of like me.
You can get anybody can download a Google Voice number on their computer, and it's like a free house phone. You can make as many calls on it as you want. You can actually call, like yesterday, that's what I used to call Walmart and stuff.
Well, see, there you go, you youngins. This high tech shit that I don't understand.
As long as you got internet, yeah, you can get a free phone number through Google and use it to call. Like when I pull it up on my computer, it actually has a full interface like a phone, a house phone.
Oogly googly.
Googly, googly. It's funny. Giggly, giggly, giggly. Oh. Oh.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
Yeah, Yeah, I need to go and.
You need to go work out.
Yeah.
And Justin, you need to keep working, trying to figure things out.
Yeah, that's all we can do is figure it out.
Yep.
See
Okay, everybody in
y'all,
the chat,
All right.
AZ,
Everybody
Trevor,
have a great day. See everybody later on.
AZ, we'll see you again later today, maybe.
Bye.